Thank you, Bhavesh. Thank you for your kind words and a warm welcome to all the delegates over here. Thank you for taking the time out to listen to our story and understand why we are here and what we do. Um, So, okay, by the time they're setting up the presentation, I'll give you a little brief about where we come from. And while this company was founded in 1996, as you saw in the video, but the seeds were actually sown by our father. He was an ex-army officer who started the business from scratch, actually from minus. And it's funny how we called the company Eco. Today we say Eco, it must be economic or eco-friendly. But for him, he was a true patriot. He joined the army after the '62 China War in something called the Emergency Commission. And getting out of there, he didn't have a job, he didn't have any capital. He started by driving a borrowed car. And he called it ECO because it stood for Emergency Commission Officer, because that's what he was. So that's a little genesis of the name behind ECO. And we had very humble beginnings, a very low middle class childhood. I used to help him out right after school and kind of grew up in the business. So it was, and at a very young age, I knew that this is what really I wanted to do. 96, he founded this company with himself, me and our mother as the promoters. Unfortunately, 2002, he passed away, and that is when Aditya and my younger brother, he joined the business. And we decided to make something out of this, legacy and the platform that's been given to us. So we worked hard on it. It took us from 96 to 2015, if I can say. The landmark, we had a first target, let's reach a target of 100 crores. It took us 19 years to reach there. It was a great journey, great learnings, a lot of ups and downs. But we thought by then we had a good, formula set for scaling up, because scale was exciting us really. So between 2015 and 2020, we were able to take it to almost 400 crores. That's when, unfortunately, then COVID stuck and travel kind of fell through the flow. But we were ready for the rebound when it happened in 23. So you see a huge growth, which is because of the low base in 22. We saw a huge growth in 23. We surpassed our pre-COVID numbers in FY23. And last year was a more normalized growth we saw. We grew by around 31%, reaching a turnover of 554 crores with a healthy bottom line. So these are the last year's and FY23 and 24 numbers, as you see. We've grown top line by around 31%. EBITDA margins remain more or less the same, 16.5 to 16.23. The ROE is 46 to 42.75, and the ROC is 42.88%. We have today, happy to say that, without being boastful, we are India's, as per the industry reports, we are India's largest and most profitable corporate ground mobility company. And we're proud of it, but miles to go ahead. We have over 12,500 cars in our fleet, out of which more than 90% are outsourced or vendor-owned, who are our partners in this journey. More than 42 Fortune 500 companies as our clients, more than 60 BSE 500 companies as our clients, serving across 109 cities with over 891 employees and part of our team. Last year we did around 3.1 million trips. So if essentially the business is a chauffeur with a car who comes and takes you around, this is, one can say it's a simple business. Complications come when you have to scale it, and that's what we have been able to do. So there are two flavors to this entire business. One is chauffeured car rental services, where you are using something that you may be using, frequently. You use a cab for a full day, or going out of station, or going to the airport, and you have a diverse needs of vehicles types. Somewhere you may be using a sedan, sometimes you may need a Crista or a premium vehicle, sometimes you may need a luxury vehicle for certain occasions, you may need a van or a bus for certain occasions. So in CCR, what we call the chauffeured car rental services, we provide all this diversity of fleet and across 109 cities across India. Majorly our clients over here are corporates, institutions, organizations. Then we also have event management companies or wedding planners, conference organizers, people who require cars in the bulk. Then you have a growing number of individual clients who are using our services and appreciating the consistency and predictability and hygiene and ambience that we offer in our cars. This service we are providing in over 109 cities across India. The other flavor of the business I was talking about is employee transportation, which is essentially a home office pickup and drop service that we offer to, that clients actually offer to their employees, as typically they would be large organizations with high headcounts. Mostly these would be ITS companies, global capability centers which are growing so fast in India, manufacturing companies, and this particular service we offer in 10 major cities where these clients are more concentrated. So here is a comparison with some of our peers, as you can see, in terms of the revenues, in terms of the PAT, in terms of fleet size, in terms of, and because of our unique asset-light model, we are able to deliver the kind of return on capital that you see over here. The way that we utilize and allocate our capital is very carefully, and our vendors and our partners and our driver come owners help us to scale, have helped us to scale this business with the utilization of minimum amount of capital. Here you see an overview of the growing corporate mobility market. So this is again broken up between, in the gray is CCR, in the red is employee transportation. As of date, as per the industry reports, this is between 80 to 90,000 crore industry. One unique factor is that it has been very fragmented, but now of late we are seeing a movement from unorganized to organized. Corporates today want to deal with lesser number of vendors. They want to have more consistency in the services that we provide. They want to have more consistency in the compliance, in the quality, and which, instead of dealing with tens of vendors across different cities that employees travel, they want one solution who can give it to them. And which is where we have been able to offer this solution, and that's been one of our major growth drivers. And this movement is happening from across industry actually, from the unorganized to organized, and it's happening, I guess, across major other industries also. But definitely in this industry, we are seeing a movement from unorganized to organized players. Other key drivers would also be around you. As you look, you see the number of airports increasing, you see the road networks increasing, the tourist towns are bursting at the seams, which is all pointing towards greater travel, both for business and for leisure. Coupled with the growing Indian economy, we are seeing a good growth in tourism and by default in our ground transportation services also. We are also seeing a good growth as per the industry reports in the GCCs, the global capability centers which are opening up in India, who have a requirement for higher quality services in everything that they offer to the employees, and we are one of the beneficiaries for that. Another thing what we have noticed is a trend of premiumization, wherein if you look at our FY22 numbers to FY24 numbers, the total number of our bookings in CCR, where in premium cars we were doing 28.5% earlier, we are currently doing 35.4% of our total bookings are premium cars. While luxury cars we used to doing 1.5% only, today we're doing 2.5% in a gap of 2 years. So this is another trend which is helping us in terms of the growth of our business. If you look at the in CCR, like I was talking about, the diversity of our fleet, you have different needs of cars for different occasions, so you get them all under one roof. So be it economy, premium, luxury, vans, buses, even hybrids and EV vehicles, which we now are offering to our customers. I'll hand it over to Aditya, the joint mentee, to take this further.